I want to get to Bitcoin in a sec, but crude oil, which has been in this real steady range, we've been looking at it every day here, waiting. When is it going to break down or up? You think it's going to break up?
Yeah, you do have a bull flag here. So there's a bull flag on oil. Absolutely. I don't know how much upside there is. I think it depends on how strong the economy stays for how long before it starts to sputter due to higher rates. But I do think China reopening is going to add fuel to that fire as well. And I also think that one of my favorite plays right now, and it's a position that I'm actually down on right now, but you have to look at natural gas. It has been beaten up. You have forced liquidations going on in that space. But at some point, the drillers for natural gas are going to start shutting down, and therefore you will see a decline in natural gas on the open market, and price should go up. So I think natural gas and oil are both very interesting here.
What about for Bitcoin, something that doesn't really have fundamentals, and if we do just start FOMOing again, you know it's going to lead the way?
That's right. I mean, the FOMO is alive and well out there. And I mentioned earlier about that kind of rejuvenation of 2021 when everything was so great. And I think you're getting a lot of that buying from the retail crowd where they're just jumping in. They remember how amazing 2021 was. The problem is that you didn't have rates at 5%. You didn't have the Fed not printing money, right? The Fed was printing money. The government was sending out checks. So financially, the system is much different than it was back there. And I do think that people need to be a little bit cautious, but you're right. I mean, there's nothing that says Bitcoin can't run to 30,000. I in particular don't think it will here. I think 25 might be the near-term top, but you're right. When it comes to this kind of momentum-driven Wall Street bets crowd psychology, there's no doubt that you could see some continuation in the near term.
When do you get out of the trade, Gareth?
So I would say look for a retrace on Bitcoin down to about 18,000 and change. There'll be major support there. I know that's a big drop from here, no doubt about it. But I do think, again, as you see the rates stay higher for longer, it's going to take the case away from bullish on Bitcoin and some of these other trades that have been running lately, like Tesla.
All right. Hey, your stock that you like right now, you like Lulu, is that right?
No, not so much Lulu, but I'll give you a couple that I do, like Newmont Mining.
Okay.
Great retrace after the gold pullback, hit a major technical support today. Look for Newmont Mining to go higher, and look at Amgen. Amgen's coming down to a gap fill about $4 away. There's a beautiful technical level, plus it's a defensive play if the stock market starts to weaken. Let's go back to a few stocks here. Lululemon has support down here on the chart. I can bring that out. Looks like there's a gap up here that could be filled. So if we get a pump in the market, I'm just trying to look at the bigger chart picture here and see what we have. Let's do our trend lines. Again, we always like to do our trend lines. There's your downsloping resistance trend line. This is more important right here. Look at that channel. Look at that. I mean, look at that wedge pattern. That's a beautiful wedge. So basically, if you're looking at Lulu and you want to go long, do not go long if it breaks, or exit if it breaks this trend line. So if it breaks this kind of 305, 300 area, get out right away because it's going to probably go to 250. But same thing on the other side. You could be long as it doesn't break that, and then maybe it'll test 365 and maybe break to the upside. All right, let me see what else we have. Let's look at Platinum, see what Platinum has in store for us here. The chart on Platinum's had a nice decline, beautiful decline. Platinum actually has some good support here. Look at that. So today you're right into this area of support. So right around this $920 level, there is some support on the daily chart of Platinum. If I zoom out as well, look at this. You have more support just a little bit below 900. That would be another area to add. So again, 920 is support, then 885, 886. That would be a level. You would not want to see this break this lower trend line though. So if it gets below 880, then you would want to exit. So good. I actually kind of like it here. 920 and then buy a little bit more around 885 or so if it gets there. But that's not a bad chart as long as it doesn't break those levels. On the downslope, take a look at this. So you basically have a trend line right here. And again, there's your upper band. So your upside is going to be limited to about 1,085 unless it breaks out. If it breaks out, that's good. Now, I actually like the longer term consolidation going on here. I love patterns that consolidate for longer periods.